things that this guy's blessed with and to just take the chance of pissing it all away.
The hatred is real with these two, man.
He tested positive for something.
No opponent could hit me as hard as life hit me this summer.
When it comes to Jones, I say show me, don't tell me.
Despite rejection and the worst odds,
That was my rock bottom.
go all the way.
Just getting out there, feeling that I've learned to love.
If this guy can keep his personal life intact, he can go down the history books as the greatest ever. It's up to him.
Roll the dice. It's the only good fight there is.
It's time.
Do it. All the way. Rage against the dying of the light.
He is once again the official UFC light heavyweight champion.
John, just come out and be the villain. John Jones is simply the best to have ever done it.
John Jones, welcome back.
I got a feeling I'm gonna be around for a long time.
He is unstoppable. Can't stop me now!
All the pressure, all the chaos, everything that has happened in your life. How good does it feel to be victorious, to have that UFC gold around your waist right now?
Everything worked out.
That's it.
The throne!
When the chips are down, he's not giving up.
Just the way that he completely neutralized Gustafsson. It was a masterful performance.
This has been my era since 2011. I want to make that loud and clear.
Johnny Bones Jones.
Nobody has been there with me, doing the push-ups, running the miles, doing the sprints. This is hard-earned right here.
John Jones would be a nightmare at heavyweight. I would love to keep him busy this year with all the great things that we have going on right now.
What are your thoughts now? What would you like to do next?
I know there's a guy who's been calling himself champ.
Biggest talk right now is Daniel Cormier's pending retirement. He gave us the expiration date, which signifies his 40th birthday.
I am still going to retire by the time I turn 40.
The heavyweight champion of the world is the king of the world in every sport, from Hulk Hogan to Muhammad Ali to Daniel Cormier. Whoever holds a heavyweight strap rules the world.
Cormier is the man. It is not time for Cormier to retire. There's big fights out there, legacy type stuff.
He is the UFC heavyweight champion. He's had a hell of a year.
For those that have been following your career, you have always been second place. You have always suffered heartbreak. You've been successful up until when it really mattered. And this year, to do what you did at 39, how do you explain this? Like, how does it happen this way? This is the stuff that like movie writers, script writers, directors, they can't even dream of this.
DC has done nothing but followed all the rules. He has not screwed up. He's been a great role model for the UFC.
Unbelievable. You're the fighter of the year. To do that at 39, but to make history and win the heavyweight title and successfully defend it.
Blows my mind how good he is. That human being is built from something different.
A two-division simultaneous champion who has now successfully defended both belts. His legacy is protected.
The champ, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Cormier. Let's go! Let's go! 2 belts on each shoulder, baby. Thank you for blessing me, Dana White. I thought I was just getting one.
By the time I turned 40, March 20th, 2019, I'm out.
Should the story end that way? Yes, I'm well aware that things do change, but should the story end that way?
Daddy's home, DC.
I'm the guy that's been here this whole time. 3 years, been the light heavyweight champion because this dude can't stay out of trouble.
Prove to the fans you're a champ.
Every time we fought, he's tested positive for something.
Come get a taste. I'm here.
But at the end of the day, I'm a competitor. I like to fight.
Get your belt back.
I've lost 2 fights in my career, and they're both been to him.
He'll be waiting right here.
He's the only guy that's shown an ability to compete with me in the octagon.
Here you are with John going back and forth saying our time will come.
It means a lot to me to win that fight.
What do you mean?
Completion, right? Because he's the only guy that's beaten me.
You are no longer a double champ. You are no longer the light heavyweight champion.
John Jones wins the title that you relinquished.
Does the fight against DC happen, the third fight? And which weight class does it happen? How do you feel now seeing your rival holding the title that you once owned?
What guy just gives up his belt because somebody else made it home?
You'd fight him again?
Oh yeah, I'd fight him again.
History in the making, Daniel Cormier, one of the greatest of all time.
DC is no champ.
You guys are without a doubt the 2 best light heavyweights on the planet Earth.
He made it clear right away. He said,
Daddy's home, DC.
Great fighters need great fighters. It's always been the case.
The hot fight that everybody wants to see is Jones versus Daniel Cormier, that third fight.
DC is the champion at heavyweight. Jones has to come up and take his belt.
How can you walk away from not doing that fight a third time? It has to happen.
I've been sober. I haven't been suspended. I didn't get stripped from my championship.
I do believe we are going to see Daniel Cormier versus Jon Jones Part 3.
The way that he called out DC, that is home. Come get your belt, DC. It does give John the opportunity to beat him a third time. It also gives DC the opportunity to beat him.
When you hate somebody that bad, it brings the worst out in you.
Daniel Cormier.
What's up, Danger?
I'm willing to die to beat you. Know that.
It's everything that's great about MMA.
Jon Jones. Here we go. I'm here with the winner, Jon Jones.
Think about how goddamn good DC is. And think of John stunning him and then putting him away. All the crazy shit, almost went to jail. He crashing into a pregnant lady's car.
A lot has changed since then. I'm here to stay. I got a lot more in me.
Dismantle DC. Dismantle Gustafsson.
When LeBron James has a bad day, they pull his ass out of the game. When Tiger Woods has a bad day, he comes in 12th. When Jon Jones has a bad day, he walks out of there with world championship.
What Cormier has done at both heavyweight and light heavyweight, yeah, he hasn't beat Jon Jones. Nobody else has either.
DC needs to admit to the people that he was never the light heavyweight champion.
After losing to your rival, viciously KO'd for the first time in your career, crying on national television, you have just got to find a way to get back on your feet and answer the call one more time. And he went out there and he showed what he was made of.
I'm going to do whatever DC wants to do. Daniel Cormier has been an incredible champion for us.
Undefeated at heavyweight. He's a former world champion from Strike Force.
He's a tank.
DC could still beat him. I really believe that.
DC's world class. His wrestling is just so next level. Who the fuck else is a two-time world champion in 2 divisions and also a commentator? This fight is what all of the great MMA fights are all about. The 2 very best light heavyweights in the world with so much to prove. The only way you get tested is by another champion.
It's something that's bound to happen.
Jon Jones versus Daniel Cormier does huge business. We know that because it's done huge business twice, and if you put it at heavyweight, you add that added dimension.
Are you interested in that fight? I mean, it seems like it would be one of the biggest fights you could possibly make.
Cormier will fight anybody. You know Cormier.
This rivalry has been going on for a long time, but does this rematch feel like it's taking forever to get?
Jon Jones has to be one of the most complete fighters. Wrestling, his striking, his jiu-jitsu, his ability to get position. This is quite possibly the smartest fighter as far as the champions go. The way that he can adjust and adapt and he can see what you're doing out there.
DC's got some tricks too, you know.
He's landing clean shots, standing on the ground all around.
He's gone in 2 different weight classes. He's never pulled out a fight.
Finally accomplished everything from crying in this very same octagon last year to becoming the UFC heavyweight champion. It is the most amazing thing.
What a born competitor. There's a real lesson to be learned from Cormier. From the depth of his worst defeat, he got up, dusted himself off, took a deep breath, and came back out here. What a man Daniel Cormier is. And looks to be ready to take on the next challenger, including another fight with Jon Jones. What a man he is.
Let Jones come up and fight it.
And this is a big challenge. DC is not a quitter.
DC is a heavyweight champion. I would love to see what Jon Jones looks like at a heavyweight.
Why not go try to take Daniel Cormier's heavyweight title?
I never knew what I could become, but tonight I got the answer. I'm a 2-division champion, baby!
It's never over. As long as you never quit, it's never over.
You made it back. Now, John, there's been a lot of talk about you potentially fighting as a heavyweight.
Cormier versus Jon Jones.
Are we ever gonna get to see the 3rd installment of that fight?
They are going to fight again.
It sounds to me like Cormier's ready to fight 2 or 3 more fights before he thinks about hanging it up.
John, wait for the boom. Wait for the boom moment.
Rage against the dying of the light.
We might see it at heavyweight.
Can you hear that, John?
It's a light heavyweight matchup between Daniel Cormier and Jon Jones. So here he is, Jon Bones Jones, 2 brothers in the NFL, but none can lay claim to being the greatest of all time. Bones Jones can, still on the right side of 30. Jon Jones back in 2011 became the youngest champion in UFC history. And to say he's still going strong would be an understatement. Jon Jones, the consensus greatest of all time, making the walk here tonight once again.
Jon Jones may very well be the greatest single talent we have ever seen inside the octagon. An incredible athlete, very intelligent and driven man. He has all of the ingredients of greatness.
Well, so for a long time, Daniel Cormier plied his trade as a heavyweight. Then he dropped down to 205 pounds and, of course, went on to become the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, training side by side with the likes of Cain Velasquez and Luke Rockhold at AKA in San Jose. Daniel Cormier trying to continue his domination here tonight.
Daniel Cormier is a winner, whether it's in wrestling or in mixed martial arts. His drive, determination, and work ethic has proved to be a devastating combination.
And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. Cormier is 8 years his senior. Jones will have a 12-inch reach advantage. We send it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City. Time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a look-see new fighter, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, John. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, Daniel D.C. Cormier.
All right, I gave instructions to you guys in the locker room. I want you guys to follow my orders at all times, defend yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
I am very fired up for this fight. It's been a long time coming. The fans have been anticipating this for a long time, and it is gonna go down right now.
And we are underway. So here he is, the youngest champion in UFC history. Another massive spot for Johnny Bones Jones. We'll see how he approaches the early going here. Nice mix of knockouts and submissions. Hard to find any sort of weakness thus far in the UFC career.
Oh! Huge right hand! Oh! That's some wrestling right there.
Now his referees could get really interesting.
Excellent movement on the ground here. Always trying to better his position. Trying to take the back here. Inside control once again.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Elbow by Cormier.
Good shot to the body. Now he's in full guard. Excellent posture.
Back to the feet now. Cormier gets tagged by that stiff jab. He's got to get that guard up, Joe.
And there he swung with a haymaker. Yeah, he's got nice snap to that leg kick. Very nice.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there. Well, if you're going to leave your body that wide open, you're going to pay the price, and he certainly did there as his opponent lands flush to the midsection.
Caught him with a punch.
Nice combination there by Jones. 2 minutes have expired off the round 1 clock here.
Oh, this could be it.
And now starting to snap off that jab. Under 3 minutes remain in round 1.
He's got the double. Look at this, takedown.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Johnny Bone.
Got in half guard. Big shot from the bottom. Postures up here. And now he's in side control. Now he's got the mounted crucifix.
2 minutes now to go in the round.
They're in the north-south position here. Look for the north-south choke. Look for him to try to set that up perhaps with his right arm. That choke looks locked up tight.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Brilliant submission defense
there. This is intense. He's got his back. That's a nice clean shot. He's posturing up here. There's a nice left hand. Half guard here. And back up again.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Jones.
Oh, back fist!
Well, he's playing with fire here, Joe. He continues to be vulnerable to that jab by almost leaning into it right into his opponent's range. Got to find a way to move those feet and ultimately get that head off of the center line. So there's the jab. There's another one. So the double jab is there by Jones. How about that shin?
Those punches are very hard.
Cormier gets the takedown here late in the round. It's a strategy you see from a lot of high-level fighters to try to sway the judges late in the round.
Moves from half guard and into side control. Now he's in full north-south here. Oh, he's got the neck. That choke is locked up. He wants to move his opponent's left arm out of the way. That's the wow. Still holding the back.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done.
Looks like he's got an arm bar here. Wow, that was close. And here we see some beautiful submission offense here. Let's see it again. Beautiful submission attempt here, but right at the end, he slips out.
Brittany Palmer with us. Here we are, early round 2.
At the end of that round, his opponent was clearly hurt. He's going to look to swallow. Good catch. He hurt him.
He's got him hurt here.
Big shots. Nice takedown. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
Oh, pretty good work here from the bottom, Joe, as he tags him with that punch.
Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground, staying busy. He's looking to take the back. Oh, he landed a right hand. He takes the back. Flattens him out. He's got his back here, looking for the rear naked choke. It looks like he's got that rear naked choke locked in and tight. He's got his forearm underneath the chin. From there, he wants to clamp a hold of his bicep with his hand. He gets free. Beautiful escape. That rear naked choke was nasty. In full guard here.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by DC.
Excellent movement here on the ground. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground. We're in the north-south position.
Looks like he might have an arm here, Joe.
He's looking for a Kimura here inside control, and what he wants to do is he wants to pin that hand down, slide his hand under his opponent's arm, securing the double wrist lock position, then step over his opponent's neck, and this fight's over. This fight's over. Beautiful technique setting it up, and a beautiful job in getting that submission.
Yeah, that is high-level stuff out of him there, Joe, to finish the submission. It's one thing to get the dominant position. It's another thing to close the show, and he certainly did that here tonight. That's a big one.
And here's the end. And here it is again, absolutely perfectly executed. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 13 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, John!
So Johnny Bones does it again. Congratulations to Jon Jones, to Mike Winkeljohn, to the rest of the team. This is a big win here tonight. A lot of people wanted to see where Jon Jones was at this stage of his career, and I think he proved here tonight. This is still a very prime Jon Jones, and on his best night, he's the best light heavyweight in the world, certainly